there are number of people who are doing a lot of innovations, but very few people are able to achieve what Harish has been able to achieve. For exactly the reason that you asked, because the access to these markets is extremely challenging. So we've been actually working on creating a platform. It's called Villageneer, where we're trying to create a number of these different channels through so the various type of these grassroots sort of the last mile linkages that Harish mentioned, as well as number of other types of channels for distributors or corporate CSRs, NGOs, etc. You can probably just check it out, the villageneer.com.
Do you see penetration of the whole e-commerce and the logistics? I mean, for example, is Blue Dart now reaching zip codes that probably, because that has the potential to suddenly bring a lot more choice and buying options to the rural guys. So do you see that happening, or how soon do you think that will happen?
Yeah, it is happening. I mean, like for example, Fullerton, they have centers and branches in remote locations or villages. We are dispatching the likes of 5 pieces or 10 pieces to these particular centers, and there are courier services, there are in terms of freight forwarders who deliver these particular stoves to those locations. And there's one more, Kishore Bayani of Future Group. They are developing a model where they are going to the customer. I mean, Big Bazaar, for example, normally that you walk into the Big Bazaar, but they are developing a rural model where the local kirana guy, you go to that village ka jo kirana dukaan hai, uspe he'll have some kind of a catalog. From the catalog, the user picks up ki mere ko ye chahiye, and that gets delivered to that village location. So they are working on that model as well. So it should be open now. I mean, we are trying to have stores into that channel. That's why I know this pretty good.
I think it's amazing, because whenever we visit any rural shop, you find all kurkures, mazas and all those things. So we are trying to sell them what they don't need, isn't it?
Yes.
I think maybe because we don't look at them as customers, someone else, multinationals are looking at them as a customers.
In the absence of foundation capital, right, can you make a compelling business case for some of these things? How deep pockets do you need for something like this? How do you build a ROI model or a financial model to build a low-cost product running at a low-cost margin, and then try and make an investment case for something like this?
So if you look at our particular structure, we were grant funded by Shell earlier for the research work, the basic research. But if you cut off the entire research part, Envirofit India per se, the stove which you see outside, the black color one, was developed using the funds in Envirofit India itself. And as of now, that entire model is sustainable. I mean, you can build, because there is carbon available for this particular stoves as well. Okay. But it is yet not scalable, so that you can have deep penetration and larger numbers and stuff like that. For the scale which we are talking, I mean, if you are looking at a scale, for example, for a business case to present to an investor, it is possible, because I have my strength as of now, manpower is only about 20, and with that 20 member, I can sustain these particular operations. But if I want to scale the operations, and if I want to look at an investor, and that will take some amount of time. So, because I have not created the word of mouth for the other universe to start buying this particular bookstore. And I have not created parallel stove manufacturers who will come into this particular space and create the awareness. Or did I miss that question altogether?
I think you got some of it. That I think where I was probably subtly getting into was, how do you scale this at a small scale?
Yeah, at a small scale it is possible.
right?
And
You're going to do it with, limited capital.
Yes.
See, if you look at actually, I know at least 3 funds like Unitas, Will Grow, and they are incubators also, or maybe Intellicap. There's a fund. Each one of them have maybe 1,000 crores to invest into this social idea. And they are not just looking at only financial returns. And that's why they call themselves as impact funds.
Oh, if you're looking at funds, I have borrowed from IntelliGrow, which is not asking for a collateral. So there is funds available which can look at these
So if
particular
somebody has an idea, maybe he may not have a commercial, how to commercialize it, but fantastic idea which can make impact. I think there are a lot of organizations, lot of funds who are eager to invest. Unfortunately, I was talking to Will Grow, Ganpati. He was saying that okay, they have 800 crores to give, but they are not finding it.
Just parallel to the traditional entrepreneurial ecosystem, all the way from angel investors to the debt availability to the Series A, Series B, the venture capitalists. There's a parallel to social, or what is more commonly called impact sector investors. And the bigger problem is that finding those good entrepreneurs, who got a good solution and that has a potential to scale. So there's a fair bit of money lying around and not finding enough of those entrepreneurs.
I think any one of you are interested, or if you know people as a part of TAI, I think we can support this cause.
Hello sir. Actually, product is very nice. It has 50% efficiency, you save 80% of smoke and everything. But at the end, it's again a chula. I mean, traditional ही chula ही है. We have so many, science is growing so up, but still it's a chula. So, how exactly it is?
So what's the question?
Sorry. Actually, ये साइंस इतना आगे जा रहा है. हर विलेज में आज मोबाइल फोन भी है. हर नई चीज वहाँ पे जा ही रही है. स्टिल ये फिर चूल्हा ही क्यों देना वहाँ पे?
अच्छा, एक चीज बताइए कि आप कोई रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी सोर्स ऑफ कुकिंग दिखा सकते हैं क्या टू दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लेस? बिकॉज इफ यू आर गोइंग टू सप्लाई से फॉसिल फ्यूल्स, देन देयर इज अ लिमिटेड स्पेस. अगर फॉसिल फ्यूल पे जुड़ गए तो आप और मैं, आपको गैस नहीं मिलने वाला, ठीक है? So if you have to look at the renewable energy space, there is possibility of solar cooking, which is not, you cannot do Indian cooking in solar cookers. Then what is the other options? I have not seen a technology which is basically meant for cooking and which is renewable. So what we are saying is, if you have to do a habit change and bring in some other technology, why not look at the existing arrangement where the fuel is available? What you need to do is that device needs to be changed and make it cleaner and more efficient. So we in terms of, for example, environment as well, we have a range of cook stoves. ये तो एक ही है, उसमें से we have also gone into other cook stove which have forced draft, जिसका performance and efficiency is as good as gas. यानी यूजिंग द सेम फ्यूल, यानी आपका जो बायोमास या जो भी आप यूज करते हो, इट विल बी सेम एफिशिएंसी, 50 to 60% एफिशिएंसी एंड नो स्मोक विद अ फोर्स ड्राफ्ट. लेकिन द ओनली प्रॉब्लम इज फोर्स ड्राफ्ट अगर यूज करना है, सो इट शुड, पीपल शुड बी टेक्नोलॉजी ओपन टू अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्नोलॉजी. बिकॉज आपने वो गलत स्विच अगर दबा दिया, इट विल क्रिएट मोर स्मोक देन द ट्रेडिशनल कुक स्टोव. So we need to go one step at a time. We can bring in the Ferraris, but लेकिन पहले Maruti 800 तो चलाओ.
Related to this question, there is an organization in Pune by name Aarti.
Yes, I
You
know.
may be definitely aware of
Yes.
that
Yeah,
chula.
yeah.
Here I would like to ask you related to your product, and you are helping rural people using this by less of you can say by creating lesser polluted environment in our kitchen. Can we have some carbon credits based on this?
Yeah, so ours is the only company which is registered with gold standards pan India. We have multiple registrations in Africa as well. So we can get carbon credits. So when we are working with our partner, either we share this particular carbon credit to subsidize the product. And अगर आप 2000 रुपए का product है, if the end user is going to use and report the usage, because our carbon credits given by a third party is dependent on the usage. If the person is going to 100% use this particular cook stove, show the difference in the carbon saving, we subsidize the product before giving it to them. यानी 2000 रुपए शायद वो 500 रुपए में उसको मिलता है. So that we make an arrangement with the partner company.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to ask that only because anybody having, say, running a chemical plant and as an advantage of carbon credit facility, he can offer these stoves at even at a free of cost.
Yes, we have done that with Ambuja Cement. 10,000 stores between Gujarat and Rajasthan in 100 days, where carbon credit was taken by them.
Exactly. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, John C. George, CEO, co-founder of Technosol Systems. All good things must come to an end, and so is this session. I wish it just continued for a couple of more hours, and I'm sure a lot of us will definitely. Please do that. Please do that. But most importantly, I would like to tell you one thing. Somebody said that the product is good. Let me also tell you, sir, the entire story is so good. If there is a script writer somewhere over here, please. It's a very nice script for a Bollywood drama, don't you think so? Right? It has emotions, it has some dishum action scenes, kidnapping, romance, why not? So I must tell you that it was such a wonderful story that you shared with all of us. And one of the most important takeaway for me personally was, which I till date, I definitely aim to one fine day get into the rural market, and I'll share more about that later. One of the most important lessons which I personally learned from this entire session is basically the R1, R2, R3, R3, R4 model. In order to get to the bottom of the pyramid, you must come from the top. Now this is an absolute eye-opener for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of us will definitely agree with me on this one. Now, having said that, and also I would like to know I would like to remind everyone that a lot of companies are actually talking about CSR per se, as per the Companies Act 2013. And here we have a company which is deep inside CSR, right? So, a great job, sir. On behalf of all of us, I would like to definitely thank you for the wonderful story that you shared with all of us. Most importantly, the valuable time that you could take out from your busy schedule and share this very interesting story. So, on behalf of Ty, on behalf of all the audience here, big thank you. Most importantly, I would also like to thank Mr. Shekhar for facilitating this very interesting session. He did ask all those questions that we, some of us definitely wanted to ask. So, great job on that front. I would also like to thank Mr. Vinay Nathan for the welcome part, and most importantly introducing Ty to all of us. Now the most important part being, I would like to thank all of you for being present here and being such a wonderful audience and active participant and asking all the right questions. So once again, thank you all and have a wonderful and a very nice evening.